This is Mauli, our beloved cat, who has been with me for 3 years. Mauli is our family member, and our love for her has always been unconditional. We care about her and make sure she is safe, secure, and happy. I want to try my best to create a kinder, harmless, and better world for all animals. The earth belongs to all living beings. We need to play our role to care for the health and secure the habitat. Therefore, the safety and care for all living beings is the topic I'm going to talk about today. As it is popularly said that the change must start from your home, Mauli is just the beginning for me. However, she joined our family from another secure environment, where she grew up with full love and care. Not all can be as lucky as Mauli though. My trip to Nepal last summer has been quite an experience to share on. In Kathmandu, Nagarkot, Pokhara and Tarai, those places were full of people with big smiles on their faces. However, I also witnessed domestic animals abandoned on religious sites and street dogs without managed shelters. When I see street animals on the roads, it always makes me upset. I know it's not possible, but I feel like taking them all to my own home. It hurts to see those supposed to be our friends. They are themselves lonely and helpless. I feel sad to see animals being used for brutal experiments and wearables inhumanly used for entertainment and abused for selfish purposes. After some consultation, I found out that local organizations in Nepal are aware of it. They all have already acted towards resettlement and a better life for abandoned and helpless animals. After some research, I found out about the law against animal abuse. One of the laws, the Criminal Code Act 2017, has clearly stated that no person shall be subjected to any animal or bird to be tortured by beating or hitting it. A breach of this law could result in imprisonment for up to 3 months or a fine of only 5,000 rupees. When visiting Nepal, I often prefer to go to the countryside. This time we went to Amlachor in Baglung. It was special and unforgettable. Let me tell you why. It was special and exciting because Amlachor was where my dad was born and grew up. I also visited the local school, Janata Primary School. The school children were so playful and jolly. All the teachers were interactive and helpful and cooperative. My Nepali language is limited, but I had a chance to attend the school's English classroom and had an opportunity to share my experience and excitement with the students. The memory will remain unforgettable. I did also observe that students managed their studies with limited resources. The school has designated uniform, but not all could afford it. Some came in barefoot. The stationery supplies had quality issues. The higher studies are more of a privilege than a priority. I wish I could change this. I want children to have a good quality education everywhere in Nepal. It will help them to explore more opportunities in the world, a world beyond their home. I might not be able to solve the problems for all of the schools, but I will definitely have a serious talk with my parents and grandparents to support the students in my own capacity. I always enjoyed sharing my experience with my grandparents. They fill me with so many stories to take back to London. These bittersweet experiences during my summer trip to Nepal this time were a life-turning moment. Most importantly, Bahadur the cat has been in my thoughts all the time, about which you may have read in my article on My Republica. And I would also like to thank Cat Center for their help. And finally, I would like to add that in the past I have also received the 3rd place prize in the speech competition organized by NRNA, which I spent the prize money on charitable work. This was my very first step towards charity for a good cause. Today, I would like to appeal you all to join me in another charitable work for a good cause. So, together, we can take care of the children's education in Nepal and also create a safer environment for all animals of Nepal. Thank you and namaste.